This year, on March 22nd through 26th, 26 students from our sister school in Fukui, Japan, Koshi High School, visited New Providence High School to participate in the first science exchange between our schools. While the two schools have had a world language exchange program for over 15 years, the concept of expanding to the area of scientific research came to fruition in September 2009 with the visit of two Japanese teachers to New Providence. During their visit, faculty from both schools identified areas of inquiry and developed a framework for ongoing collaboration. Koshi High School biology students researched how invasive species from the United States have affected Japan, while New Providence biology students researched how invasive species from Japan have affected New Jersey. During the visit, students presented their findings and discussed ways their governments can deal with the increasing problems faced by invasive species. Koshi High School chemistry students also presented their research based on a comparison of snow composition from Fukui and New Providence. Students from both schools discussed the reasons behind any differences and the implications of their findings. Finally, the Japanese students engaged our New Providence students in a discussion of their research on a variety of issues, such as electromagnetic waves and lightning, conductive polymers, beech trees, embryogenesis, and vortex ring collision. This visit is the first and will hopefully develop into a long-standing global collaborative relationship between the science and world language departments in both schools.
The Beatles are in it. So we have that.
Actually,
You can say. Yeah. Kudzu, like we're in New Jersey right now. Kudzu has been found as far north as Patterson. So if you look at a map.
We will talk about electron of aluminum and polymer battery. Research motivation. We became interested in Dr. Shirakawa Hideki's study, research of conductive polymer at the Fukui Super Science Forum 2008. So we wanted to try study about
we conduct an experiment under the theme of the speed at which longitudinal waves are transmitted. As you know, from a physical viewpoint, there are longitudinal waves and transverse waves.
So, what did you think about the science exchange and doing the scientific research with New Providence students? What did you think about that?
It has many discussions classes in America, so I hope that we have many discussions in Japan.
Oh, good. Me too.
I found that American students learn same thing in Japan, but how teach it, but difficult.
Is it
Different.
Different, yeah. 教し方はどう違いますか? How they learn different?
America is very fun. In Japan.
あ、そうですか. Okay.
So, all right. What did you guys, Tim? What did you think about the science exchange with Koshi High School?
I thought it was pretty good. It was a little challenging to translate some of the more technical words, but it was also interesting to see how those words like pertain to both groups. Like, for example, some of the physics terms. It was interesting to see like the meanings behind the kanji and how they pertain to the subjects. It was also interesting to see the different areas that they're interested in and how those affect us too. Like, for instance, pollution and snow. That was a very interesting thing, and it's interesting for them to analyze factors in the U.S. Like, I remember they were talking about the wind patterns in the U.S. versus in Japan. So it was cool to see how different science areas affect both cultures.
Cool.
So, what did you think about doing presentations in the science classes?
I could communicate in English, but it's difficult to answer the question.
I enjoy communication with New Providence students here.
Thank you very much.
It is very fun and I broaden my views.
And you?
Through the science exchange, I found the difference America to Japan. So I found and I had a good time.
That's great. Thank you. What did you think about the science exchange with Koshi High School?
I really liked it. One of the hardest things was translating the technical terms out of biology, because you've got so many different classifications for life that there's no possible way you could memorize all of the different scientific names. And what was really interesting though was having the Japanese students here and having them talk about dealing with some of the same ecological issues that we're having in the U.S., like with the invasive species, and talking about the differences in what our governments and just the general level of activity the government is taking in the ecosystem and in the future of the land we live on. So I thought that was interesting to get the different views, the Western versus Eastern views on land and taking care of the land we live on.
What did you think about your experience in New Providence?
That is very, very good. Nice.
Experience.
Nice experience.
Yeah.
I think it's so good.
Yeah.
I want to come here again.
Good. Thank you.